Hi guys, it's Adrienne. I apologize for the quality of this video. I just needed to get this on record before it is given to its owner, or soon to be owner. So this is for Kelly. She commissioned it, I want to say, in late February, early March. We just spoke briefly over the phone, and she said that she really liked the work that I had done on another junk journal that her friend actually owns now. And she wanted to know if I'd be willing to make one for her. So it's kind of in the style of the previous one, but it's also, she said she liked the color purple. She said she liked the vintage ladies. What else did she say? Oh, the sheet music, and the handwritten notes. She also said she was a healer. Wasn't sure if she was, more of a medical healer or more of a spiritual healer. So I tried to keep it as light as possible. Let's get started. This is a big book. The spine, I want to say, is probably, it looks like it's 4 inches, but I think I had measured it initially at 3 3/4 inches. So, the little thing that I have here to hold it together is not quite sufficient. I might come up with a better idea before I give it to her on Saturday, but I might not also come up with a good idea. So we'll see where it goes. Yeah, there are 4 signatures in here. Lots of tuck spots. Lots of cute little tuck spots. Lots of purple. Tried to find as much purple ephemera as I could. I included charms, little charms here. Sparkly beads with amethyst. There's some rose quartz, aventurine. Just for good energy and good vibes. So lots of botanical ephemera, some science ephemera, because she said she liked science. Again, I wasn't quite sure what she was interested in, so I tried to keep it generic as possible. So envelope here. See, make sure I'm still in frame. Okay, so, and a lot of the ephemera is backed. Some of it has some extra embellishments with lace and stuff. I didn't have enough time, really, to go into too much detail with the ephemera. So that's why I invested in lots of different kits from Etsy. There are at least 2 Arty Mazes that I used, kits. Her Nature Walk and her Dragonfly. I think just the basic regular kit. I used a lot of chili papers, which are basically just like scrapbook papers that you can print out at different sizes. And then of course I tried to distress every page. This collection is from Nick the Booksmith. It's one of hers. I used several Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This is Whimsy and Botany. I also have the add-on extra journaling pages to the Gentlemen and Scholars. And then also chakras. I think there's some woodland wings in here too. So here is another little charm, beaded charm. Lots of tuck spots. I tried to stamp a lot of the pages too, just to give them some further dimension. I haven't quite gotten to distressing all of the ephemera yet, but hopefully I'll get there. Lots of different tuck spots, fuzzy cut and stuff. A lot of fabric. I wanted it to be very tactile. Also, 2 Tsunami Rose kits, Life of Bloom and New Beginnings I used. Both really pretty. All of them are really pretty, all of the kits. And I used her, I think, basic ephemera set for advertisements, vintage advertisements, and then also vintage music sheets. So there's a lot of pictures of vintage women. Wasn't sure how much she was into nature, even though I do use Arty Maze's Nature Walk, which I think is really pretty. So I tried to limit it to birds, owls, butterflies. I think there's a rabbit in there somewhere. We'll find him. Peacocks. Oh, who else? Dragonflies, maybe. Tried to keep it pretty simple, just because I wasn't quite sure what she liked, what she didn't like. Yeah, again, woodland wings. A lot of the handwritten stuff, which I found on Pinterest. Pinterest is amazing. Oh, a tuck spot here. More charms. Double tuck spot. Let's see. I can go in there. Chili papers. I wanted every single page to kind of be filled up. Like to me this looks bare, but I had to leave some writing space. If I were to truly call it a journal, there would have to be some writing space. So I hope she likes this, because it oftentimes felt like I was making it for myself. But I think she'll like it. Otherwise, it will go up on my Etsy shop, Dark Arts by Adrienne. Sorry guys, I am not a I am not a talker. Let's see. Charms, tuck spots. I wanted it to be a very tactile experience too. That's why there are some glued in faux flowers and stuff. I haven't quite figured out how to do leaf transfers. So, Flower of Life. Again, kind of a metaphysical state of consciousness kind of approach to healing. Let's see, what else keep going. Keep going. More charms. Tried to include a lot of botanical stuff. Oh, like, before I forget, AmyJoyStudios too. I incorporated some of her kits. I think Fortune Teller and Gothic Ghost Story or something like that. I love everything she does. So definitely check out her site on Etsy, AmyJoyStudios. She's amazing. Again, some of these have to be distressed, the ephemera, but I will get to that at some point, because who needs sleep? Sleep's overrated. Tried to keep everything as tonally purple as possible. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's just packed. It is packed. It's maxed out. It'll be difficult to close. But the great thing about junk journals is that there are tuck spots, and you can take the ephemera out and replace it with your own. You can take out some of the more embellished aspects, like she can take off all the charms if she wants. What else? Oh, simple paper clip. I tried to find vintage women who weren't too upset looking, because some of them just, they did not seem happy. She's a little on the edge. I don't know. It's hard enough being a woman, let alone being a woman back then, so I felt for them. Tried to find ones who were happy. Because otherwise it was a little depressing. Some fold out pages. There's another one further back, but I don't know how long my phone will allow me to go. So, oh, and then this final little tuck spot too with Brad's. So, yeah, that is the big book, all in one go. Hopefully it covered at least some of what I did. It feels like it's been a long project, and it's like a little baby, and I don't want to give her away now, but it's going to a good cause, so we shall see. Well, thank you. I don't know if I'll post this, but yeah, if I don't end up selling this, I hope this isn't the case, but for whatever reason, if this does not go home with this lovely lady, I will put it up on my Etsy site, and I will leave the link to this video if I figure out how to post things on YouTube. It's a big if. Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.